Just talk a little bit about how it feels just to be back out there.
I mean, it feels good to be back on the field. We've been working. It's kind of been a short time, just like working out, not being in full pads, and it's nice getting back to it, and just getting ready for next season.
What did it mean for you the other day? You were out here, one of the leaders in stretching, to kind of take on that leadership role.
I mean, kind of just like it kind of helped put me in perspective that like this year it's kind of like the year that I've been kind of singled out as like one of the guys that needs to step up and fill that role as a leader.
Is that something that you embrace with Jay gone? I mean, Jay was kind of the leader of the group last year, but you look forward to taking on and letting guys come to you.
Yeah, I definitely look forward to filling in that role that Jay had, and I know how big a role he had. I mean, just me being able to go to him was a big deal, and now it being the other way around is kind of like a big deal for me too. Just like to finally have the opportunity to like help you guys.
Heading into last year, everybody talked about how the offensive line could be one of the best in the country. You only lose Jay. 4 of the guys that started the national championship game are back. What's the ceiling for you guys?
I mean, we have a lot of depth, and we're trying to build a lot of competitive depth right now. And during spring ball, just have guys competing for their spot and just really get the best out of guys. But then also just looking at trying to get ready for next year as far as like who can. As far as like getting everybody on the same page, as like looking at defense and just breaking down defenses.
What's your emphasis this offseason for like something you want to improve, something you want to maintain?
I mean, something I want to improve. I definitely is just my feet and hands on as far as pass rush goes, and just being more consistent with it. Because I mean, I've the tendency sometimes just get kind of sloppy and not be too consistent with my technique.
I think I saw a silly stat the other day. You had how many snaps last year and how many sacks?
Like 1, I think, maybe.
How do you do that? How does a person go, an entire season and you're on that important left side over there for Deshaun and you get 1 sack?
I mean, just knowing that. I mean, you have a whole part of the weight of weight of the team on your shoulders. Just knowing like if you don't do your job, that it could really affect the whole team. And that's how it is for every position. Just if you don't do your job, I mean, it could really impact the team in the game.
Seeing as how this is one of the first times we've really been able to talk to you, what was it like sharing that national championship with Dan and the rest of the family, knowing that you both now have one?
It was really emotional. I mean, it didn't it wasn't really like. I was really excited after the game, but right when I saw him after the game, put in perspective what just happened, and it was it's just really emotional for him, even more than me, and just seeing how happy he was just made me more excited and happy.
What was going through your mind, number one, on the play, the pass to Hunter Renfrow when you saw him catch it?
I knew right when we called the play, everyone just executed their job. We were going to win the game, and just going and right when I turned around and looked, I saw the ball leave Deshaun's hand, and right when I saw Hunter catch it, I just couldn't at first I couldn't believe it. I was looking around, make sure nothing was called or no penalties or anything, and then when I finally knew what happened, it was just relief.
And then that final play, victory formation, you're out there in the middle of the field, the crowd's going nuts. Deshaun gets a snap. What's going through your brain at that point?
I mean, it just kind of it's just so hard to believe what just happened, and to know that how hard we worked through the whole season, that it paid off, and that we've had that we finally got that last minute.
Do you feel like there will be any slacking off now? Everybody's like, oh, we won a national championship.
I definitely think now that we know what it's like to go through the whole process and win one, we're definitely going to be one back.
I apologize if you've been asked this before, but last year you come in, it's a whole new experience. You're around all these great athletes, and now you're one of those guys. Just what's your comfort level like now? I mean, do you still get a sense of butterflies when you start, workouts or anything, or do you still have a lot more confidence?
I mean, now I don't get as much butterflies, but I feel like, I don't know if it's just me, but I always have butterflies just starting anything new, and just starting off a new season, just not knowing kind of what to expect every time. But also I do have that experience under my belt, so I mean, it's not as bad as when I first got here, but it's definitely a lot better.
Well, do you feel comfortable